It starts quietly. You send the text, and you wait. You replay what you said, soften your tone, and you shrink a little, scared to say the wrong thing. This isn't insecurity. It's self-doubt pretending to keep the peace. Because when you've been hurt, doubted, or dismissed before, it's not love that disappears first. It's your confidence. You start watching yourself from the outside, editing your reactions, rehearsing your next line like the smallest word might change everything. And the relationship that once felt like home begins to feel like a test you're destined to fail. But confidence in love and relationships isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting yourself even when things feel uncertain. The most secure people aren't the ones who never question the relationship. They're the ones who don't let those questions define their worth. So let's take this apart gently. By the end of this episode, you'll understand how to rebuild your confidence in love, not by being perfect, but by being present. 1. Stop measuring. Start experiencing. When love starts to wobble, we reach for control. We start counting things. Who texted first? Who apologized last? Or who seems more invested? You tell yourself you're just being fair. But really, you're terrified of being the one who cares more. It's an easy trap, because measuring feels like certainty. If you can keep score, maybe you can keep love. But confidence doesn't live in the numbers. It lives in the moments that don't need to be tallied, the quiet ease between words, the warmth that doesn't demand proof. When you start treating connection like a spreadsheet, you lose sight of what it's supposed to feel like. You're no longer experiencing the relationship. You're auditing it. And underneath that need to track and balance everything is fear. The fear that you might care more, try harder, or lose faster. You think keeping score protects you from disappointment. But all it really does is keep you distant from joy. Real confidence asks a harder question. Instead of, who's doing more? Ask, how do I feel when we're together? Do I feel safe, seen, and respected? Do I like who I am around them? Love isn't about keeping up. It's about showing up. Sometimes one person carries more, not because they're better, but because that's how life moves. The balance returns over time, when both people keep showing up. So stop micromanaging love, step back, and experience it. The point isn't to measure effort, it's to feel alive inside the connection. 2. Trust the emotional flow, not just the words. When confidence wobbles, we start scanning for signs. Texts left unanswered, tones that shift, moments of silence that suddenly feel loaded. We want reassurance that everything is still okay. But love isn't proven through constant confirmation. It's revealed through consistency. One kind gesture doesn't define security, and one distracted evening doesn't destroy it. What matters is the emotional rhythm underneath. The way someone keeps showing up even when they're tired, distracted, or busy. The need for reassurance isn't love. It's the echo of not being believed before. It's easy to confuse words with truth, but it's how someone lives their love that tells you where you stand. Do they make space for you? Do they care about how you feel, not just what you give? Do they make time for you even when there's no reward for it? Real security is quiet. It isn't loud promises or big declarations. It's emotional steadiness over time. The right love doesn't silence your fear. It helps you listen to it without panic. You don't have to overanalyze every message or replay every conversation. Because when a connection is grounded, you can tell, not from what's said, but from how it feels to rest inside it. Confidence in love isn't about certainty. It's about trust, and not the blind kind that ignores red flags, but the kind that grows through showing up. When you let yourself trust the emotional flow instead of searching for perfection, you can finally stop rehearsing for rejection. You start feeling at home again. 3. Own your desirability. Don't outsource it. When confidence fades, we start outsourcing our self-worth. We wait for someone else to make us feel wanted, to remind us we're still enough. That's understandable. Love mirrors us back to ourselves. But if you don't have a stable sense of who you are, that mirror becomes a measurement instead of a reflection. You start needing constant validation just to stay afloat. And that dependency slowly replaces desire. Because the truth is, it's not someone else's job to make you feel desirable. Confidence in love begins with knowing what makes you magnetic: your humor, kindness, honesty, and your curiosity. And leaning into it without waiting for permission. Desire isn't proof that you're wanted. It's a reminder that you're alive. You're attractive when you're grounded, magnetic when you're self-aware, and desirable when you feel at peace with who you are. Love built on dependency will always shake under pressure, but love built on self-trust can weather distance, silence, and uncertainty. Because your sense of worth doesn't vanish when their attention does. And confidence doesn't mean you always feel amazing. It means you stop abandoning yourself every time something feels unsure. It's the quiet voice inside that says, "Love might come and go, but I still know who I am." Confidence in love isn't a performance. It's an atmosphere, a quiet certainty that you can handle both closeness and distance, without losing yourself in either. It's what allows you to show up honestly, to admit when you're scared without apologizing for being human, to love someone deeply without making them your source of worth. And that kind of confidence, the grounded, self-trusting kind, doesn't make you harder to hurt. It makes you easier to love. Because people can feel when you're not performing. They can sense when you're there because you want to be, not because you need to be chosen. Confidence isn't what keeps love safe. It's what lets you risk it. Real confidence isn't louder. It's lighter. You don't have to become unshakable to feel secure in love. You just have to stay connected. To yourself first, and then to the person in front of you. Because the more you trust yourself, the less you'll need someone else to prove your worth. And that's where real confidence begins. Like and subscribe for more reflections on clarity, calm, and emotional truth.